Hello, I am Montel. Welcome to Montel's Art of Life. Today we're going to be learning how to draw a caricature. A caricature is a representation of somebody's characteristics, rather in speech, in literature, in art. Sometimes we exaggerate those features to get a laugh, to make people laugh at the person we're drawing. Well, sometimes that exaggeration can go overboard. I tend to be a complimentary caricature artist because, you have the customer sitting down and you have the crowd behind you. And yes, you want to make the crowd laugh, right? Well, you can do that without hurting the person's feelings. A complimentary caricature. For example, the next time you see that person, say they're walking by, for example, I've drawn at the High State Fair for many years. And the customer, I'd draw them, and the very next year I'd see them walking by. I'd say, hey, would you like a caricature? And they would say, you drew me last year. And you know what? I think I'd like another one. Well, if I made fun of that person to get the crowd behind me to laugh, what's the chances of that person wanting to sit down and be made fun of again? The best way to draw a caricature is to compliment the person. So without further ado, let's get started. Today I have a customer, which I'm going to be drawing this from my phone. You'll see on the screen a picture of the person in the video. But in the meantime, I will be using my phone. Now, first thing I like to do in a caricature is start in the center of the page. And the reason being is, say you make the nose too small, you can now draw the rest of the picture smaller to compensate for the small nose. Let's say you made the nose too big. Well, you can make the rest of the picture bigger so as not to exaggerate the nose as so much. Let's go. Start in the center of the page. And I'm going to draw the bottom of the nose. Like this. This guy has a rather pronounced nose, so I'm going to pronounce it like so. A round ball on top, like that. Now from there, you either need to find out if the nose is short nose or a long nose. This gentleman's nose is short. So the next thing I'm going to draw is between the eyes, the nose, the bridge of the nose. So if I want a long nose, I'm going to start up here. If I want a short nose, I'm going to start down here. He has a short nose. So I'm just going to go like this, right down here. Now, from there, I like to go to the top of the lip. This gentleman has, as you notice in the picture, his mouth is not wide, it's rather small. So, and you got to pay attention to the corners of the lips. They curl up, they go straight, they curl down. This one here curls up. So I'm going to curl it up, curl that. From there, I draw the cheek, the smile lines. This gentleman here has some really nice big ones, so like that. And so now from there, I draw the teeth, the top of the teeth. Another thing, here's where a complimentary caricature comes into play. If you have some messed up teeth, nobody wants to be made fun of that. You never make fun of somebody's teeth unless they have rather large buck teeth. Then you could buck them just a little bit, not much. I don't suggest much. If there's gaps in the teeth, don't put a great big gap. If it's Michael Strahan, put a great big gap. He loves his smile, and that is his trademark. So with this gentleman here, he has rather small teeth. Top of the teeth line, like this. There. Now from there, I draw the bottom of the lip. Actually, the inside of the bottom of the lip. Like so. And Then from there, I draw the bottom lip. He's got a rather large, pronounced bottom lip, so that. I will sometimes go in and put the bottoms of the teeth like so to show he has teeth. And this gentleman here, next thing I do is I'm going to go to the eyes. Now, the eyes are everything. Got to capture the eyes. If you get the eyes, pretty much doesn't matter what the rest of the picture looks like to a certain extent, because the eyes are the window to the soul. So, gentleman here has some wide eyes, squinty eyes, and they angle up a little bit. So here's what we're going to do. Like so. Then from there, I'm going to go to the top of the eyelid. This gentleman's here has just a little bit. Now, I need to stop at this point and just explain something to you. If you look like this, you can see that there's round underneath my eyes. I go like this, there's round at the top of my eyes. You want to get that person to look straight at you, and you'll see the most realistic view of their eyes. Top of the eyelid. Got. His eyes are almost shut. And sometimes I make them shut, but not all the time. This time, I'm going to almost make them shut. Really a small white dot right there. You can barely see it. Another one right there. Next place I'm going to go is under the eyes. If it's a lady, do not put bags under the eyes. Don't do that. Don't ever. I don't care if they have them. Just don't put them there. Crow's lines. Gentle, soft for a lady. One too small. For a man, you can go anywhere with this. A man, you can bag the eyes, you can darken them. Doesn't matter. This gentleman here has some very pronounced bottom of the eye. Like so. From there, I'm going to go to the eyebrows. This gentleman here has some big, thick, black eyebrows. So, and they're high. They set up high. Like this. Not like this, but like that. So we're going to come up here. And way up there. Same with the other one. Go ahead and put your lines in there like so. Not so bad so far. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and put his glasses on here. I suggest don't put a lot of detail in the glasses. You just want to make them light. And it's really hard to get both sides the same. Don't worry about that. It's a caricature. I'll start with the line in the center. Then I will come over here. Put the tops. And down, down, light on the bottom, light on the bottom. Now, from here, remember I told you earlier, if you make the nose too big, you can compensate by making the rest of the face bigger. And in reverse, if you make the nose too small, you can compensate by making the face smaller. Gentleman here has a round face, small chin. So let's do it. So I'm going to put the chin line right here. That's where I go next. Just a little one. Like so. And I'm going to grab a new marker. While I'm talking to you, your marker tips will get, you want them to be fluid. If you sit here and talk to somebody with your marker lid off, it's going to dry up a little bit. So now we got a fresh marker. I can go back to the other marker in just a minute or two, because it's going to freshen up with the lid on. Next place I'm going to go is to the ears. Da, 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 da. Then from here, real light, go to the side of the face, dark, darker right there, dark here. That's going to lighten up because his hair gets white top. Same with over here. Gentleman also has a line in his forehead, which most men do. I have rather large ones, deep ones. Shows character. That's why men get better looking with age. Really, I don't believe that's true, but here we go. Just like so. Now, as you can see in the picture, it looks like he has a little bit of a dimple in his chin. So, be real light with the dimples. Don't exaggerate too much because you want this person to come back and get another picture. You want him to have to go every year. Come on back every year. Just a little one, like so. Now, dimples, if you put a dimple in the face, it really shows happiness. You want this to be a happy, complimentary caricature. So, we're going to go ahead and put a little dimple right there. A little dimple right there. We're going to go ahead and, since the hairline on the sides is gray, dark gray, and then lightens up to white, let's go ahead and put thicker lines and up thinner lines, like so. Same with the other side, like so. Now, from here, I'll tend to put a round, if they have pronounced round cheeks, that's what I do, watch. It just makes him look happy and fun. Now, the next thing we're going to do is put a shine on that forehead, just like the Ajax man or Mr. Clean. So you start and you push and lighten up, push, lighten up, push, lighten up, push, lighten up, push, 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 just like so. And I forgot one thing. He has a light going across the top of his glasses. So, now that's a complimentary character. I really could have did a lot of damage to this person, but again, you want to make the person happy. Now the crowd behind me, if I'm drawing this guy, if there's a crowd behind me, this is where I want to catch them. This is where I want to get that laugh out of them. So, I'll ask the person, what do you want to be doing in your picture? I don't know. I'm like, what's your favorite thing to do in the whole wide world? I'll draw you doing that. So give them a second. If they don't come up with something, you can say something like this. If you can't make it up, I can, and I promise you, you might want to make it up, because I'm really wild with the bodies. Usually they'll make it up. Let's just say, this gentleman says, well, I live on a farm, and I have animals. Right there is where you're going to get the crowd to laugh. So, what you do, whenever you draw things in the background or on, like, an animal, you can really be simple. Just put 2 round things like that and 2 eyeballs. That's his eyes. It's going to be a pig. I'm going to make him riding a pig to get the crowd to laugh, right? So there's the eyes. The pig nose. A little thing like that. Oh, big fat cheeks. Little ears. And put the feet like he's coming out at you. Because he's riding this pig. Like so. Now you got to put some arms. And put some hands on there. Just, I'll do it slower on this one. Thumb. Finger, finger, finger. Now he's got a rope coming out because he's riding this pig. Now the crowd, this is the fun part of the character, remember. Yes, this is exaggerated a small amount. I could have went really far with it, but I want that person to come back. Now, I'm going to put feet coming out. I'm going to have him have some boots on, like so. These are supposed to be representations of cowboy boots. Now, there you can put anything you want in the background, but like I said, if you do, put eyes on it. So, for example, let's just put a little cow in the background. Start with the eyes. Dot, dot. Nose. Horns. Go over to this side and just put a chicken. Dot, dot for the eyes. Little doom doom for the beak. Top of the chicken. There's the legs. It doesn't have to be detailed too much whatsoever. A little more action lines. Put trees right back here. Over here. Motion lines here, makes his ears look like they're moving, makes the picture look like it's moving. I like to put eyes on everything, so for the sun, I'm going to put eyes on the sun. 2 circles, dot, dot, and a smile. There's your happy sun. I'm going to go ahead and name this guy Ron. We're not going to use his real name because, well, just because. I like to use bubble letters. Here's how we do that. R-O-N. And to make it look a little depth, a little thickness at the bottom, like so. Now when signing your name, make it legible because you want the person that's going to see this picture and they want to see who did it. Well, I'm not Picasso, and neither are you. We want somebody to be able to see our name. So I make mine real legible. M-O-N-T-E-L 2024. That is the art of caricature. Please subscribe to this channel. One reason being is that I'm going to use the subscribers as models in the future. Once I get up to at least 100 subscribers, I will start randomly somehow drawing them from the batch, and I'm going to draw you as a caricature. God bless. Have a great day.